Welcome to Secret Story Recap. Today we are going over the recap of Addicted. You won't want to miss any part, so stay till the end. Kindly subscribe and click the bell button. A successful businesswoman has a charmed life. She has two lovely children, a great profession, and a fantastic, loving spouse. But her life may appear flawless to others, but she's secretly tormented by nymphomania, which has made her live a hidden lifestyle, which could ultimately jeopardize her family, job, and life. But kindly sit down properly and see what's the outcome of such a beautiful that suffer from nymphomania. Jason is married to Zoe Reynard, which is pretty important. She essentially leads a beautiful life with her husband Jason and her two children. But she is also the CEO of her own business, which is rather significant because it signs and nurtures promising talents. She goes to a Quentin Canosa art exhibit one evening when the two meet and engage in what they thought was flirtatious behavior. However, Zoe subsequently visits him and spends the majority of the time talking with him about the business contract. As a result, they both end up having sex, which is rather significant. Though they frequently break up and inevitably reconcile, Zoe genuinely feels bad and attempts to end it with Quentin. This is pretty crucial. When Zoe goes to see Quentin on one fairly special occasion to get back together, she discovers him having sex, or so they thought, with his neighbor. Zoe's world starts to come crashing down as she starts dating Corey and gets more and more addicted to sex. Contrary to popular assumption, she skips her son's soccer matches as well as a crucial work meeting. Zoe is recalling this incident to her psychologist, Dr. Marcella Spencer, who, after identifying Zoe as having a sex addiction, speculates that something from Zoe's attractive past may be the source of her recurring nightmares and pressures her to mostly confess. But each time her therapist presses the issue, Zoe ducks the inquiry and makes a dramatic exit. In general, Zoe's addiction starts to control her life. Soon, she starts to sleep with Corey, who is the second man aside from Quentin, who was the first man she slept with apart from her husband Jason, but she met Corey at the party. When she gets home from work one day, she saw Corey in her house seriously talking to her mother. Zoe decides that she wants to make a serious effort to mend her marriage with Jason after realizing the risk she had placed her family in. She eventually ends her relationship with both Corey and Quentin by inviting them to meet her at Quentin's place and breaks up with them. Quentin stops Corey from attacking her when he rushes at her in a very big way. Quentin knocks Corey out with a vase, and it's a big deal since Corey is leaving. Quentin informs Zoe quietly that she is not going to leave him, which makes her terrified of him and makes her try to calm him down most of the time. Fearful, Zoe rolls a piece of glass art in their direction, effectively crushing it to pieces. She then runs away from Quentin, who is actively pursuing her with a knife. Jason jumps out of nowhere and deftly smashes a sculpture over Quentin's head. Contrary to widespread assumption, Jason says he learned about Zoe's infidelity from her cell phone. Jason dodges Zoe as she runs after him while apologizing bitterly, but he usually ignores her. Zoe hurts herself when she walks in front of a car out of desperation, the kind of assumption that once the two parted ways, Jason would remain in a motel. They assumed that after becoming reclusive, Zoe would soon attend a group therapy session for sex addiction. It is determined that the mild rape that Zoe was the victim of when she was mostly 10 years old was the origin of her addiction. She expresses her incredibly deep love for her spouse during the session, and Jason in particular walks and kisses her and accepts her back. Comment on what the movie looked like, which is your favorite movie. Thanks for watching till the end. Kindly subscribe to the channel and click the bell button to keep updated with our future amazing videos.